Hey everyone, welcome back. We are answering 100 questions about how to build my business from $0 to $100 million. So we're going to do that, or anywhere in between. Obviously, if you don't want a $100 million company, you could always stop, okay? Well, that's hard. Mostly, if you're going to build a business, you always have to keep thinking growth and make sure growth is available. Just a little side note. But the question comes in as a third-party question. The question is, my friend claims to want socialism and to be a socialist, and yet also wants to open a business and be an entrepreneur. I've told him this is not compatible. My question is, can you be both a socialist and an entrepreneur? I suppose this is kind of a timely question. People have been talking about this sort of thing. Let's just kind of break it down, and then you'll be able to draw your own conclusion from this. So first of all, to be an entrepreneur means to take control. Okay, to have control, to be able to set pricing, to be able to be more efficient based on negotiating properly, to be able to set an expectation for an outcome, and then when you reach that outcome, to be the beneficiary of that outcome. And it means to reward people according to those outcomes. Socialism means entirely the opposite. So you would either have to be either a great socialist and a bad entrepreneur, or a bad socialist and a great entrepreneur, or live politically in a way that you don't live personally. Although if you lived that way politically, you would be affected personally. So here's an example. In your business, if you were running it like a socialist, you'd go, hey, all of you top performers that are doing a great job, here's what we're going to do. We're going to dock your pay and basically punish you from doing well. But these people here who just really haven't even shown up to work, and when you've got a project that a group is working on, they don't really do their job and you do it for them, we're going to pay them your bonus because you're bad for doing that and you guys should be paid for that. Okay. The second thing you'd have to do is you would have to say, we're going to make sure that our products are like everyone else's. Okay, completely running against being an entrepreneur, which is to actually stand out in the marketplace, to have differentiation so that you stand out clearly, and to adjust things like pricing. So you basically have to deliver crappy products in a crappy way, and mostly not even deliver them at all. So it really runs entirely opposite of. In fact, I don't think I could think of two more opposite things that exist in life, which would be to be an entrepreneur and to want to be a socialist. Because even if you're like, well, I can separate the two. Politically, I'm this way, but privately, I want to be an entrepreneur. Well, if you win that, then you're going to have everything taken away from you anyway. My friend from Colombia who escaped Venezuela, just looked them up, by the way, recently. This is our latest example of, this is another way of asking the question, could I be something that has failed 100% of the time that it's ever been attempted, politically speaking, socialism? Could I be that? Could I follow an entirely flawed program that's never been successful in order to actually run my business? No, you cannot. And if you just succeeded, like my friend Miguel, he left and he's in Colombia, which he doesn't want to be in Colombia either. But he's like, listen, they came into all the small businesses and they said, we're going to set your prices for you. How do you think that you would do in a business if the government, who doesn't know jack about setting prices, is going to come in and tell you what your prices are going to be? I mean, so no. The answer is no. And it's actually a funny question because it presumes that a person does not know what socialism is or entrepreneurship, or sometimes the questions leave me going, okay, that's where I am on that one.